Hi everyone, welcome to this overview video of the MetaTrader 4 platform for Forex trading. My name is Pedro Espina and I will be your presenter. The owner for this product is Dr. Masoud Sajjadi. He's also the mentor for the project. Let's get started. So in order to follow along, you're going to need to download the MetaTrader 4 platform and the Meta Editor 4. And also make sure you have created a demo account. So I've been playing around with it now for a little bit, so I've erased, I have a blank slate. So the first thing we may want to do is find the market watch. Here's a market watch, and if we want to add a market that's not here, we can go to, we can right click on the chart, and we can go to symbols, and then we could pick other markets that may or may not be already there and add them. For instance, I guess I can click here, double click on it, and it should appear if it's not already there. So the next thing that we can do is we can look at a chart. I click on this plus, and I pick the first one, and it'll give me something like this. This is a chart. Inside the chart, I have bar graphs. I can do a bar chart, or I can do a, or I can use candlesticks, or I can use line graphs. So candlesticks, I guess, are the most commonly used. And so if I right click on the chart, I can go to properties, and I can change I can change things about the chart. So click on these arrows on these to zoom in or out. So if I zoom out, you can't really see the candlesticks. If I zoom in, you can see them. This is the current market price, and this is the time axis. So this is the time axis, and this is the price axis. And then this button here keeps it so that every time the market price changes, it moves you forward to the present time, and you can disable it by unclicking it. There are also templates that you can use. So if, for instance, I've made some modifications to this chart, so I can change this. I can save this as a template, or I can get other templates. And so by going here, I can save the template. If I were to save the template as default, the name default, then all of the future templates would look like the one that I saved by name default. If I don't name it default, then it'll just become one of these templates here, and it'll show up at the top because it's the one that I used the latest. So these are different templates that you can use. So here's an example of a template. And then I can also remove a template if I don't want it. And then I guess I can close this, and I can start over, and I can select a currency to look at by clicking here, and I guess I can try some other currency pair, and then I can go through the same process, and I can change the properties of the chart. Okay, so there's a different look, and I can zoom in as well. Here with the time frames, you can look in the last hour, the last minute, or the last month, maybe the last week. You can also change that frequency by clicking up here. I can close it and get another window. So I'll add it here. I'll go with the default one, and I guess I can go to properties. I can do candlesticks, and I can do don't show the grid, and we'll keep it like this for now, and then I can zoom in, and now I can see the market price, and I can see the time axis. There are also a number of drawing tools that you can use. So this one allows you to draw a horizontal, a vertical line, which I guess would mark a point in time, and then you can double click on it, and then right click, and you can delete it if you don't no longer need it. Vertical line, which I guess marks a price. You can right click on it and delete it if you don't need it as well. I guess make sure it's selected, and then you can delete it. This button here lets you do an equidistant channel. So maybe this tool can be useful if you're if you have some kind of use for it. At the moment, I don't really have such a great use for it. So you can also get rid of it by clicking on it and making sure that you delete it. And notice that since this is enabled, since this button is enabled, every time there's a price change, the graph changes. Okay, so this one here is a Fibonacci retracement. So it looks within the range that I gave it, and it finds the highest. The highest value and the lowest value. So I guess the peak and the trough of the wave, and then it divides using the Fibonacci sequence. So it can these numbers can be used to find the support or the lowest value and the highest value, which is called the resistance. So the support is as low as it can get, or on average as low as it's been going, and then the highest value is it's as high as it's gonna go, or as high as it has gone. So then you can double click on the lines, and since the price change, things move forward. And so let's see, you can try to double click on the line, select it, and then you can get rid. There's this icon here, which is a crossbar, and then you can click on the screen. If you drag it, it'll show three numbers. The first number is how many candlesticks you've like gone over horizontally. The last number is the price at that height where the crosshair is, and the middle number is the pips. So there are indicators which are tools. The indicators are tools that allow us to compute or find some information about the market, and so you can do trends, oscillate, and then so this is an example of an indicator here, and I'm not sure what it is measuring, but I guess it's a accumulation and the distribution. And then we can get rid of it by clicking delete indicator. If we were to open another chart by clicking here, and then we want to arrange it in a certain way, this is called a profile. So if I want to have a certain profile, I can click on window, and I can do tile windows. I can do horizontal, and then if I click on this button here for profile, I can go back to the previous profile, and then which was what that is. I can also go to the next profile, which is what I was looking at, and so that button allows me to do that. After trade, there's two ways. You can click here and set the price, or you can click new order. So when you click new order, you can set the volume, which is how much you want to trade, and then you can set what's called a stop loss or a take profit, which if you go lower than the stop loss, you'll stop the trade, and if you go higher than the take profit, then you'll stop the trade and take the profit. So those are some of the things that you can do. You can also look at the past trades and the account history. Yeah, so we can open the terminal, and you can click here to see the trades. I haven't really made any trades. You can look at the account history. This is the navigator window, which shows the accounts, the indicators, which are things that you can add to the graph to try to extract some information from it. You can have things called scripts, which are one-time actions which you can perform, and then you can have expert advisors. At the moment, these two were default. I downloaded this one. And expert advisors are programs or algorithms that give some input and perform some actions. And I guess you would have to read the documentation and figure out what kinds of things the expert advisors are doing. But basically, it's to make the trading automatic. If we click on this icon here, we can see this is the metaphor editor, and I have the experts that you saw on the last window, and I have some files which are supporting um, this expert algorithm that I've downloaded, and so up here you can compile it. Before you compile it, you need to make sure you have a file in the right place, all the supporting files, and then you can run it and set some parameters and then get some information. Okay, so that's gonna be it for this overview video. I hope you enjoyed. Please feel free to contact us if you have any questions regarding this overview. Thanks for watching.